Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 23rd October 2024. In this video, let us evaluate the performance of high liquidity zones generated in the previous report. So in the yesterday end of the day report, we have identified 10 high liquidity zones from daily and 75 minutes time frame. And we got a very good trades from these stocks, from some of these stocks. So let us look into those trades first. The first one is Bank of Baroda. Before we look into this, all of you please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. All the training lessons are available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. So at our channel homepage, click on the tab posts. Some of you might be seeing the tab community. Click on the tab, you get access to this post. This post is having a YouTube playlist link that will take you to all the training lessons. You just click on the link. Now we are into the playlist Supply Demand Zone Price Action course. Here you have all the training lessons are available. You just need to scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here starting from lesson 1.1, all the training lessons are placed in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen our skills related to supply demand zone price action. I have also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this video description. So in the video description, search for the Telegram channel. There you can find the link and please join at our Telegram channel. It will be helpful to you. Each time when we release a new YouTube video or any other very important updates, we will be providing at our Telegram channel. Now let's get into the analysis discussion. So the first one is a Bank of Baroda. This is a 75 minutes high liquidity zone. Let me show you when this zone was created. So this was the zone identified by our software. This is a rally candle, 6 base candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a rally candle. Rally, base, rally. This is the 75 minutes high liquidity zone. This one we fine tune at 15 minutes time frame. So we are at the 15 minutes time frame. So here you have again a rally, base, rally. This is the 15 minutes fine tuned zone. This rally, base, rally. Within this rally, base, rally, you have again another 5 minutes zone. Fine tuned 5 minutes zone. See, you have a rally, 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles and again a rally candle. This is the fine-tuned 5 minute zone. Actually, below here you have one more fine-tuned zone is there. Actually, I forgot to mark. Let me show you here. Here you have a drop, base, rally, LOTL. Both these 15 minute zones, but I can separate like this. This is a 15 minutes demand zone. You have lowest wick drop candle, drop, base, rally. Within this you can draw the 5 minute zone. See, here you have drop, base, rally. But only concern is about this base candle. This is looking like a failed ERC candle. But that was one of the concern why I didn't focus on this seriously. But let us mark if the risk is within our manageable level. We can plan a trade. Or otherwise, you can also draw a zone like this. We have a rally. So here also the candles are a 5 minute zone. Now you can remove this. This is like the lower time frame zone. as an horizon to this 15 minutes fine-tuned zone. Generally these zones are having a strong order flow, already tested here, already tested twice here. A strong order flow will be there in these areas. This will also work as a high liquidity zone also. Okay, but anyway, we got a very good trade from this first fine-tuned zone. Let me go to the beginning here. See, today from this fine-tuned zone we got the trade today morning at 9:45 minutes candle and finally reached the target at 2:35 candle. Throughout the day it kept you in the trade. And a 15 minutes target zone, here we have a drop base drop. And here generally you will also get some questions here. Can't we draw drop, base, drop? Here we can draw, but the problem is this candle, leg out candle is part of the base. That should not be. So if I draw a zone, leg out is part of the base. So this is the reason why I have some concern. So that's why this is a clean drop base drop. So this has been violated, but okay, but here it reached the target. And how much profit Bank of Baroda has given? Bank of Baroda has given 27,114 rupees, which is 15.2% ROI as per one futures margin cost. And one more interesting point is look into the 75 minute zone. Here you have a drop base drop. Actually there was a 75 minute zone, supply zone, that has been violated. Maybe some of you might have kept this as a target. If that is the case, you would have exited here. Those who kept 75 minutes, because 75 minute zone came a little earlier. Still you would have got a good profit. See, what I am calculating is maximum available profit provided by this zone in best scenarios, in best case scenarios. But in practical scenarios, where you are exiting is, that is depending on your trade plans. Here you need to understand the power of this high liquidity zone. Today market was like at some point of time it was bullish, and again after that again it came down, and after that again at the end some recovered. Look into the Nifty. Today what happened? Market moved up and then at the end it came down. Still these trades, this Bank of Baroda trade was completely bullish. This was. Throughout the day it was completely bullish, but maybe at the end there could be some profit booking. That could be the reason why it came down, but otherwise throughout the day it was bullish. During the market early stage it came down. See, it could have been a dark candle, I mean a red candle at some point of time when prices are here. The moment it reached the fine-tuned zone, see how sharply prices moved up. And after that it continued the rally throughout the day. This is how high liquidity zones behavior. That's why high liquidity zones trades are always giving us very good profits, especially during the intraday. Okay, Bank of Baroda is the next one is BHEL. BHEL gave two trades. Second trade is a tricky trade. I will explain because that is the last 45 minutes trade. And BHEL is a daily high liquidity demand zone. So this is the BHEL. We have a rally, two base candles and a rally. This is what our software identified. This is a rally candle with gap. At the hidden body, this is a rally candle. So our software identified this as a high liquidity zone, and this zone we fine-tuned with 75 minutes time frame. In the 75 minutes time frame, we have a rally, 3 base candles, and again a rally candle with a hidden body. This is the 75 minute zone. Again, if you look into 15 minute zone, observe carefully. A lot of important points we need to observe, especially the learners. Those who are looking for experience, you should observe some of the minute points I'm going to explain now. Look into the 15 minutes time frame. There was a 15 minute zone. I'm saying there was, not now, because the 15 minute zone was pierced. If you look here, definitely you can see a rally, base rally, a 15 minute zone. But did I draw this zone? No, because it is pierced. For your information, let me draw. I'm not changing the color so that because it is a deleted zone, to focus I just keeping this red color. See, when it was pierced in this candle, see here, this zone was pierced in this candle, slightly pierced. Why? Below there is a 5 minute zone, which is not a fine-tuned 5 minute zone. Let me show you that 5 minute zone. I'm going to the 5 minutes time frame. See, below this deleted zone, 15 minute zone, just below there is a 5 minute zone. You have a rally, 2 base candles and a rally candle. And this is the area we have a very strong order flow. Why we can say this is having a strong order flow? Because the price action before this, the rejection before this zone. The zone is violated. After that, the 5 minute zone, just before the 5 minute zone, prices came and sharply it moved up. Now let me zoom this area, you will get clarity. See here. Price didn't enter. See, what is the entry of this zone? 223.81 paisa. And what is the low of this candle? 223.86 paisa. That means 5 paisa before this zone. Remember, we have drawn wick to wick. This 5 minutes zone, aggressive trade setup, because the risk is very small, I have drawn wick to wick. Even if you drawn the wick to wick, this is not tested. Just before the zone, 5 minutes, 5 paisa before the zone, the prices were started moving up. After that, see the move. It's a huge move. Who is the reason? The 5 minute zone is the reason. Maybe that is having a strong order flow that pushed the prices up just before prices are entering. But is it a fine-tuned 5 minute zone? No, it is not a fine-tuned 5 minute zone. Because it is not a fine-tuned 5 minute zone, definitely you can plan an aggressive trade setup. Here you have a price action clue. Because you have the price action clue, rejection before the zone, next time when prices are entering, you can plan. So meanwhile, this zone is already deleted. I'm deleting this zone. Now you have a 5 minute zone. It is not a fine-tuned zone, but an aggressive. See, next time when again prices came, before the zone, again they moved up. All these are all price action clues. What kind of clues? Rejection before the zone. This is the first rejection before the zone. This is the second rejection again before the zone. And today, we got the entry. Prices just entered into the zone. See, what is the low of this zone? Low of this candle? 223.80. Where we planned our trade? 223.81 paisa. 225 or 223. Yeah, 223.81 paisa is our entry. And prices went 1 paisa even below. And after that again, see how sharply prices moved till it's Next, this is not the 15-minute zone. Why not 15-minute zone? When I looked into the 15-minute zone, these candles, see here, failed ERC candle, again drop candle in between, no. So that's why I didn't plan any trade here, but this is a very good leg out. But here again another ERC candle, in between there is no base candles. But when I looked into the price action, see from this area a lot of rejections are coming. That means lower time frame there could be a high liquidity zone which may not be letting the prices go up. That's why I went to the 5 minutes time frame. Here I found a 5 minutes high liquidity zone. Drop, base, drop. After that, many times this zone was tested. Not only see here rally, this is a ERC candle rally, 2 base candles and drop. A new 5 minute zone is created. Origin is this drop, base, drop. Again recently, rally base drop is created. Origin is this high liquidity zone. Generally high liquidity zone we are having a LOTL zones will be created. Many times we observed that point. So this is the reason why we kept this drop base drop, this high liquidity zone is the target. See, we got the entry, and when it reached the target at 13:35, when we got the entry at 12:40. 12:40, 5 minutes candle, we got the entry, and 13:35. That means almost within an hour the trade is completed. BHEL has given a very good profit. This aggressive trade setup. And how much profit it has given? BHEL has given 15,461 rupees profit, which is 8% ROI. This is the 5 minutes aggressive trade setup in the daily high liquidity zone. It is a very clear aggressive trade setup because we got a very good price action close just before the zone. We should not miss such kind of zone. See, we got a very good trade today. Aggressive trade setup, you land in lesson 21. We have several videos. One of the videos in lesson 21 is about aggressive trade setup. Rejections before the zone, what we have seen earlier. That way it gave a very good trade opportunity, and it gave us nearly 15,461, which is 8% ROI for our return on the investment. Okay, after that again this high liquidity zone, 5 minutes high liquidity zone, again pushed the prices down. If anybody wants to go for a short trade in this, definitely they can plan. You would have got another, in case if you would have gone for a short here, maybe you would have got another 15,461 rupees profit you would have got as a short trade. Because from here until this aggressive area it reached. Okay, now we got again another trade opportunity. But when it is reaching this zone at 2:45 candle, that is the last 45 minutes of our trading session, closing the trading session. I suggested you many times the 5 minutes, opposing 5 minutes could be your target. Here we have a drop, base, drop is there. This 5 minute zone could be the target. See, the 5 minutes target it reached. When you got the entry at 2:45, when it reached the target at 3 o'clock. Within 15 minutes trade is completed, BHEL. But minimum 1:3 RR is there. See here we have 1:3 RR is there. Slightly I adjusted the entry. Earlier exactly we took at the type 1 proximal. Now little inside we moved because to achieve 1:3 RR. Sometimes what happens when you adjust your entry, prices may not enter the adjusted area. Before itself it may go up. That possibility is there. But anyway RR is not there, we can't take the trade at that time. But luckily prices enter, you will get a trade and also you will get the RR. See, today we got the trade and also we got 1:3 RR. See, prices entered more deep inside actually. They went deep inside. They are very close to the distal. Not very, very close, but close to the distal. So next time taking trade in this area is risky. The third trade is risky because prices move. But we planned our second trade and our trade is executed, and after that prices went a little inside. After that, see the sharply how they moved. The prices moved up, and after that at exactly at 3 o'clock, a 5 minutes candle, it reached the target. After that, the supply zone once again pushed, and this time this 5 minutes aggressive trade setup zone is violated. Actually, it's pierced, but okay, pierced is almost like zone violation. Now we can't plan any trade in future in this area because the order flow, institutional order flow is gone. But below you have one more fine-tuned 5 minute zone is there. This is also probably having a strong order flow. See, again prices before reaching this zone, they started moving up. But anyway, this trade, how much profit it has given? The second BHL trade has given 5,000 rupees profit, which is 2.6% ROI. And you got this 2.6 ROI, that means almost a little over 2.5% profit you got in just 15 minutes. That too, just before 45 minutes before closing the market session, you got the trade. And 30 minutes before market trading session, your trade is closed within 15 minutes time period. And it reached the 5 minutes target. Until the 5 minutes target, we got 1:3 RR is there. I know many of you don't dare to trade during the last 1 hour or half an hour, but you must understand how our high liquidity zones are working. Some of our members also trading during the last half an hour. Some of our members who learned course at NeoStock and practicing these high liquidity zones for the last maybe 8 months or 9 months, they've been actively trading. We have one more fine-tuned zone here. I think I didn't talked about that. Let me explain how I fine-tuned the next zone. So below here you have a 15-minute zone, and this 15-minute zone is having a drop base rally. I didn't show you the 15-minute zone, right? The second 15-minute zone. The first 15-minute zone is pierced. That's why we deleted that. There is one more 15-minute zone. So you have a drop candle, you have 3 base candles, and then you have a rally candle. Of course, after that follow through candle. In between both these candles, we got this 5-minute zone. Do you remember recently I explained few days back a new way of drawing the zones? When you have 2 rally candles, the higher wick of the rally candle and the lower wick of the rally candle, some people will be drawing the zones. And in those areas, the order flows are very strong many times. Not always, but many times. And if you draw the zone in between the wicks, and if you go to the lower time frame, one time frame lower, according to our supply demand zone price action concepts, you can find a zone. See here, you have a rally, higher wick of the zone till the lower wick of the zone, you have a zone. If you draw the zone, and if you go to 5 minutes, now whatever the rally base rally we have drawn, the 5-minute zone, that is there. That is, see here, exactly this is the one. This rally base rally. Actually, where we have drawn this zone? Between 15 minutes, 2 consecutive rally candles. We have a rally candle, we have another rally candle, higher wick of that rally, lower wick of the rally, we have drawn in 15-minute zone. The moment you go to the 5 minutes, exactly in that area, according to our theory, our supply demand zone price action theory, we have a rally base rally. Such kind of zones, many times strong order flows institutions will keep. This concept I explained almost 6-7 months back, and I think 2 days back again I explained this concept. In case if you did not attend the new way of drawing zones, supply demand zones concept, please refer 2 days back videos. I already added that video in playlist, important analysis and strategies playlist. I have added that video. You can find in that playlist. Even in the thumbnail also I kept the name, new way of drawing the new supply demand zone way of drawing the zones are new supply demand zone theory concept. Something I kept some heading so that people will focus on that concept. Actually, this concept I explained some 6-7 months back. A new way of drawing the supply demand zone concepts. See how powerful today that zone acted as a aggressive trade setup. Such kind of zones many times you can try for aggressive trade setup. Of course, price action clues are required. Otherwise, it will be quite risky. If price action clues are there, at least you will be having a guaranteed trades. See, today we got couple of trades. And finally, the zone is violated. And again, they are started nearing to our fine-tuned zone. But before reaching fine-tuned zone, again they were started moving up before market closes. So this is the way BHEL has given two trades from this 5 minutes aggressive trade setup. And the next one is Canfin Home, Canara Bank Home Finance. Actually, this is a high liquidity demand zone, but few days back we have also seen a supply zone. But this supply zone is 75 minute supply zone. Demand zone is high liquidity. This is the supply zone. This supply zone we didn't fine tune earlier. The reason is there is no 15-minute zone. If you look into this, there is no proper 15-minute zone here. That's why we thought this zone will be easily violated. But it is having a 5-minute zone, not a fine-tuned zone, but a 5-minute zone. See here. We have a rally, you have a base candle and again a medium size candle. This is also part of the base. And then a drop candle with a hidden body. Earlier we didn't focus on this zone because many times this zone will be violated. Last time when we drawn this zone also we didn't focus on this. But why now we are focusing? Because in the recent price action, prices came near to the zone and sharply came down. This is the price action clue. Because of this price action clue, now we are focusing on this zone. Maybe this can be considered as an aggressive trade because order flow is very strong. That's why just before entering into the zone, prices sharply came down. After that, see the move. And today again prices came. Now, keeping this as an aggressive trade setup, you can go for a short trade. And finally it reached the 15 minutes target. Here you have the 15 minutes target. This ERC candle, base candle and a rally candle. Maybe some of you may think this is a rally, base, again a rally. But somehow I didn't convince this is a leg out, maybe a little shorter or whatever it is. See, this is a medium size candle, you agree, right? Both these. The length of this candle is also almost equivalent to the length of these candles. But this is a large candle. The body itself is very big. After that, some more wick is also there. This is a very large candle. That's why this is a big candle. And this is also a large candle. Almost the size of this candle is equivalent to this size. But body is less. That's why this is a failed ERC candle. You have a base candle. And when it reached the entry at morning 11:45, 15 minutes candle, this is a morning 11:45 candle with small entry buffer, few paisa entry buffer, you would have got this entry. And after that it reached the 15 minutes target. So how much profit it has given? The short trade has given 23,000 rupees profit, which is a 10.5% ROI as per one futures margin cost. Got it? Excellent profit again. But the point you should understand, this stock is not near to the 75-minute supply zone. This stock is near to the daily demand zone yesterday. So this is yesterday's candle. So our focus is on this. But this zone we already drawn few days back. And also we have seen the stock is moving between high liquidity 75 minute supply zone and high liquidity daily demand zone. See here, the movement is within this area. And so far prices did not enter into this zone. Even today also. But we got the short trade opportunity. Today at some point of time, you see how big rally it is. At some point of time today, the body started, the body continued till here. Such a big rally candle. How many of you are having a daring to take a trade in this area when you have such a rally candle? This is a high explosive rally candle today. But our high liquidity zone works. It was rallying, but high liquidity zone stopped and then it pushed the prices down till the 15-minute zone. High liquidity zones are doing their job. Only less than 20% they have failure chances. We have 80% success chances. Today all the zones are successful. 2 zones are violated and we know that those 2 zones will be violated. Because you already learned in lesson 16 when a zone will be violated. I will also explain those stocks. How we identified those 2 zones will be violated. But otherwise, the stocks will be, because we have a price action. See, in this candle we have a price action clue. I think earlier we got this, on this particular day we got this particular stock. Stocks near this demand zone we might have identified. Okay, but anyway, today it gave a very good 5 minutes aggressive trade setup. And next one is Torrent Pharma. But before that, how we fine-tuned this 5-minute zone, I didn't explain, right? Okay, let's go to the 75 minutes time frame here. See, this is a big failed ERC candle, rally candle actually. Forget the body, failed ERC candle, don't look into the color of the body, because body is, we have to ignore. You need to look into the candle in a dynamic view. At some point of time it dropped, but finally at the closing it is going to be a rally candle. So that's why this is the leg-in. We have 4 base candles and a rally candle. This is a medium size leg candle, part of the base, after that rally. And this 75 minute zone again fine tuned with 15 minutes time frame. We have identified 2 15-minute zones. See here we have a rally, 1, 2, 3 base candles and again a rally. This is a 15-minute zone. But have you noticed we didn't draw 5-minute zone here? That means the 5 minutes order flow is not good in this area. That's why we don't plan in this zone. But here we have a drop, 1, 2, 3 base candles, a medium size drop candle, medium. It can be part of the base. After that we got a very good rally candle. So this is another 15-minute zone. Here you have a fine-tuned 5-minute zone. Now I am going to the 5 minutes time frame. In the 5 minutes time frame, look into the upper one. All these are all base candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 base candles. So that's why this zone will be violated. So we didn't plan any trade. But this here you see, you have a rally, base rally. So this is the fine-tuned 5-minute zone. Here we have the plan, trade plans. But anyway, price didn't enter into this zone today. Instead, price moved up and gave you a short trade from the 75-minute zone, which we identified few days back. Because already this zone was drawn in my chart. Immediately I recognized and I have seen there is an aggressive trade setup here. 5 minutes aggressive short trade setup. So this is about Canfin Home, and the last one we got the trade is Torrent Pharma. Torrent Pharma is mostly, it is not a practical trade for many people, but high liquidity zones point of view, it has done its trade. Why I am not saying it is a practical trade? The trade happened during last 15 minutes of market closing session. But it is a perfect fine-tuned zone. And the zone worked very well during last 15 minutes. That's why the power of the high liquidity zones we have to understand. Okay, let me go to the Torrent Pharma. This is a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. This is the 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. How we identified this zone? A drop, 3 base candles and a rally candle. This is what our software identified this zone. Drop, 3 base candles, rally. This we fine tuned with 15 minutes time frame. So inside the zone we identified multiple order flows. See here, drop, 3 candles. This is a medium size like candle, part of the base, and then rally. But why I consider only these two is actual rally started from this candle. This is a continuation to that candle. So that's why I kept these 2 candles in the base. Once your experience grows, you will understand why I am fine tuning the zones like this. I am also seeing the horizon where the move started. That way I am adjusting the risk management point of view also. Okay, otherwise this drop, 3 base candles, rally. That way you have to understand. And again, see here, rally candle, you have a base candle, again another rally candle. So you have one more 15 minute zone here. So we identified 2 fine-tuned 15 minute zone. Now again these 15 minute zones you need to fine tune with 5 minutes time frame. And here you have to do analysis properly, especially the first fine-tuned zone. See the first fine-tuned zone, you have a drop, all these base candles and rally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 base candles and rally. Definitely such kind of zones will be violated, yes? Yes. But if you go a little back and if you see, there is a rally, 2 base candles and a rally candle, 5 minute zone. This 5 minute zone is the horizon for this 15 minutes fine-tuned zone. Actual order flow is in this area, not here. They are just picking the orders from this strong area where we have a strong institutional order flow. This is the area we can plan trades, multiple trades we can plan in this area. Because this is the lower time frame zone as an horizon to the higher time frame zone. This 5 minute zone is the horizon to the 15 minutes fine-tuned zone. So institutions are playing like this. They kept the orders in this zone. See, prices went and moved up. Again picked up the orders. Several times it picked up the orders. It is not letting the prices go down. Now the entire supply has been consumed. Now all of a sudden see, with a huge rally. And today we got the entry in this zone. Okay, but before we look into our trade, let us see. Here again you have a rally, 2 base candles and a rally. This is a fine-tuned zone. And here you have, see here, you have a rally, 3 base candles and rally. Or if you are convinced these are also, you can also draw zone like this. You have a rally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles, rally. See, from this zone it just picked up the orders, again picked up the orders, and how they started moving up. And now the 75 minutes high liquidity zone is created, and this entire thing is 75 minutes high liquidity zone. It picked up the orders and again started moving up. Entire high liquidity zone is also created. This is the area we have a very strong institutional order flow. This 5 minute zone as an horizon to this 75 minutes high liquidity zone. But here also we have a 5 minute zone as an horizon to 15 minutes fine tuned zone. This is the origin to 15 minutes fine-tuned zone, and this 5 minutes is the origin to entire 75 minutes high liquidity zone. So definitely this zone is having even more strong order flow compared to this 5 minute zone. Already this 5 minutes is having a very strong order flow. But compared to that, this is having even more high strong order flow. This is the way you should understand. And previously also see, prices came near to this area and pushed up. Again here also they came near to this 5 minute zone as an origin to this 15 minute zone, again pushed the market up. And recently also came near, but not very near. And today prices just entered into this zone. The last 15 minutes of the closing session, we got the entry. See, we got 1:4, 4.3 RR is there, 1:4.3 RR. Small entry buffer, and we have stop buffer. So we can say 1:4 RR is there. And what is the target? The 5 minute supply zone. We have a drop candle, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles, and again a drop candle. This is the 5 minutes target zone. And this is the fine-tuned 5 minute zone. Actually, this 5 minute zone has an horizon to 15 minute zone. From there, it picked up, and the next 15 minutes it reached the target. If you look into the 1 minute, you will get exact clarity. See, when we got the trade at 15:17, 3 o'clock, 17 minutes. We have only another 13 minutes for closing the market. And then see, prices were started moving up, and 1 minute before market closing, at 15:38 candle, it reached the target. That means you would have got your profit in 12 minutes. How much profit you would have got? 5,712 rupees profit, which is 3.9% ROI. Just 1 minute before market closing session, you would have closed your trade. Maybe we would not have taken this trade, but still, this is the power of the high liquidity zones. We all must understand why high liquidity zones are giving so much profit. Because this is nearly 15 years of my research to develop such kind of concept. I did so much of research, so many experiments in finding these high liquidity zones. Finally, I found these high liquidity zones. And today we are all enjoying the profits. Whoever is trading in the high liquidity zones. First of all, getting 2% profit during the intraday is a very good profit. But we are getting 6%, 7%. Today we got 15% profit in one high liquidity zone and a 9% profit in another high liquidity zone, 9 or 8. 8%. And another one 10.5%, 15.2%. Last 12 minutes or 13 minutes, we got 3.9% profit, close to 4% in just 12 minutes. That too just before market closing. 1 minute before market closing, trade is completed. I know we don't dare to go for such kind of trades, especially last 10 minutes or 15 minutes of trading session. But still high liquidity zones are doing their job. See, sometimes they may not be, because time is not enough, they may not be reaching you the target. At least 1 or 2 minutes before, you need to exit the trade. Whatever the profit you have to collect, in case if you take a trade. See, today it reached the target, luckily. But we can't expect every time it reaches the target, especially when you are trading last 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's a high risky. Anyway, you can't trade in cash segment for intraday, because intraday cash segment will be closed 45 minutes or 1 hour before. Otherwise, your broker will be closing your trades automatically. But F&O, you have that option. F&O last minute also, just 10 seconds before market closes also you can close your positions. Or 1 minute before market closing, or 30 seconds before, or even 10 seconds before closing also you can take a trade. And you can carry your positions to the next day. You have all the flexibility in F&O, but not in cash segment in intraday. Cash segment you can go for delivery. That is possible, but that is not intraday trading. Okay, anyway, Torrent Farm in last just 1 minute before closing session, it gave you 5,712 rupees profit, which is 3.9% ROA. So these are the trades executed today, and 2 more zones violated, and we know that they will be violated. One is IDFC First Bank. This is a 75 minutes high liquidity zone. See here, the morning candle itself, it is easily violated because there is no order flow at all in this zone. So this is the 75 minutes high liquidity zone identified by the software, but there is no order flow here. How our software identified rally to base candles rally? If you look into this zone, 15 minutes time frame, 15 minutes price structures are not good. By saying 15 minutes, we know that the zone will be violated. See, all these are all base candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even 11. This is rally, 10, 11 base candles and a rally. Or even if you consider this is a leg-in, still you have 10 base candles. So such kind of zones will be easily violated. That is what happened today. This is the morning 9:15 candle itself. This is violated. And the next one is Navin Fluorine. This is also the same case. This is the supply zone, 75 minute supply zone. So today morning this zone is violated. Why go to the 15 minutes time frame, you will get clarity. See all these candles. A medium size candle, all these are all base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even if you consider this is a leg-in, how much? Yeah, maybe at least if you consider failed ERC candle as a leg-in, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because of all these reasons, we can easily say this zone will be violated. That is what happened. That's why in both these stocks we didn't plan any trade. We know that zone will be violated. That is what happened. And what about the remaining stocks? We didn't get the trade opportunity. Some stocks prices came very close, but they didn't reach our entry buffer area. That's why we missed some trades. ABC Capital is a daily high liquidity zone. This is the daily high liquidity zone. We have a drop candle, 2 base candles rally. This is what identified. This one we fine-tuned with 75 minutes time frame. Here we have a drop base rally is there. But within this again 15 minute zone is there. We have rally, 3 base candles and rally. And 5 minute structure is not good. That's why we didn't plan any trade in that zone. See, this is the failed ERC candle. All these are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are all the base candles. Failed ERC candle, again ERC candle, in between no base candles. That's why I am not at all comfortable with this zone. We didn't plan any trade from here. But this zone is having an aggressive trade setup zone, that is a LTF time frame as an horizon to ITF. See here you have a drop base rally. This is the lower time frame zone as an horizon to this entire high liquidity zone. So it picked up the orders, then entire daily zone is created. See, the entire move is started. So this is the area you can plan a trade. And this zone is very powerful because already previously also once it gave a very good test. See here, this 5 minutes zone as an horizon to the entire zone. Prices came, picked up the orders, and again how they moved. It gave a very good big move after that. So that means this zone is already gave you. Again it will give you another trade. Until it is violated, we will get the trade opportunities. But anyway, today prices didn't enter into this zone. We didn't get a trade. Next one is Asian Paints. This already we discussed a few days back. So I am not going to explain how to fine tune this zone because I already explained you. We got multiple order flows. But today prices came very close to our fine-tuned area. This is the fine-tuned area. A little more, if it would have come down, we would have got a trade opportunity. Narrowly we missed this trade opportunity. Entry buffer, narrowly we missed. But anyway, otherwise we would have got a very good profit in this zone. It gave a very good move. BHL we discussed, Canara Bank Housing Finance we discussed, Indian Hotels. Indian Hotels is also prices came very close. This is also a daily high liquidity zone. This is a rally base rally. This is Indian Hotels. See, today it came to the zone, just touched the zone and again moved, but not into the fine-tuned zone. This is having a 75 minutes zone. Two 75-minute zones are there. One is a drop, 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles and a rally. This is one 75-minute zone. And another 75-minute zone is, this is the one drop, you have 3 base candles and again a rally. This is the area. And these 75-minute zones again we fine-tuned with 15 minutes time frame. We have a drop base rally. This is the 15-minute zone. And again we have a sorry, something I did mistake here. This can't be a valid 15-minute zone. Actually this is not a rally candle, drop candle. Drop, rally, in between no base candles. So my analysis, I made a mistake. I think somehow I thought this is a rally candle and drawn the zone. So let me delete this. Here we have a 5-minute zone. Aggressive trade setup, it may support, but it may be already tested also. Let me verify later. But the first one we will see. Again here it is having a 5-minute zone. Fine-tuned 5-minute zone. This is the one having fine-tuned 5-minute zone. This is the failed ERC candle as a leg-in. You have a base candle with hidden body. At the hidden body, you get a rally candle. This is the way I fine-tuned this 5-minute zone, but this is already tested, this zone. This fine-tuned zone is already tested. How many times it is tested? Second time prices came very close to this zone. That means order flow might be strong. That way I am thinking maybe I might be wrong. This is the area. If the risk is small, nothing wrong in planning a trade. Or those who feel it is tested, don't want to take any risk, leave this zone. And this one, rally base rally. This is already tested. Next candle, it is tested. If you type 3 also, type 3 proximal also tested. If type 3 proximal is also tested, mostly I ignore that zone. Even aggressive trade setup also we